I'd like to invite Dale Bartscher up now. This is a little surprise in our program, but we have an update from him, and then he's going to be bringing up our wonderful AG, Marty Jackley. So come on up, Dale. You might have heard of Dale. Do any of you know him? Is he familiar at all?
So folks, it is such an honor to be with all of you here today in the People's House. As I look around this room today in this magnificent hall, all I can think is great faces in a great place. Wouldn't you agree? Here today. Friends, we are currently in our 101st legislative session here in South Dakota, and tomorrow morning we begin day 13 of a 38-day session. In South Dakota Right to Life, we exist to hopefully do two things with the flair of excellence. We desire to educate and legislate on the sanctity of human life. And so Jen and I are so honored to be your boots on the ground here at the Capitol, to be your ambassadors for life during this legislative session. To date, some 451 bills have been filed, along with 27 resolutions. A number of our bills are still being fine-tuned, but they'll be represented soon. And so, friends, today we are supporting one resolution, and we're supporting some 7 or 8 different heavy bills that we really want to see get across the line. So I would encourage you to follow our work by going to our website at sdrtlife.org and click on our legislative radar and follow our work at the Capitol. I'd also encourage you that if you don't receive the weekly email blast with our Capitol update, that you sign up at the clipboard at the back of the auditorium. We'd be honored to have your signature there. Friends, since I was 18 years of age, every 8 weeks, since I was 18, which a few years ago, every 8 weeks, I make my way down to the local blood bank in Rapid City. It's called the Vitalant Blood Services, and there I donate my blood. And they absolutely love seeing me come in because, well, for 2 reasons. They really appreciate my O negative blood, and many of them have never seen red, white, and blue blood before, but I bleed it. I bleed it. Well, the motto for Vitalant Blood Services this year is an interesting motto. Just a couple of weeks ago, they were drawing my blood. I looked up on the wall, and here was a sign that simply read, "Because of you, life doesn't stop. Because of you, life doesn't stop." And I thought, hey, for 54 years, South Dakota Right to Life chapters, ambassadors, partners have been saying, because of you, life doesn't stop. So repeat after me. Because of you, life doesn't stop. Because of you, life doesn't stop. Because of you, life doesn't stop. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Thomas Jefferson as president who once shared these poignant words. He said, "The care of human life and happiness and not their destruction is the first and only legitimate object of good government." Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage in just a few moments is a friend of mine and a friend of yours. He has been in the pro-life trenches with us. He has been a go-to person for me. He has served as counsel for South Dakota Right to Life for several years up until lately when he went back to being our AG. But I'll tell you what, this man understands the pro-life movement, and he compassionately, passionately, and boldly walks in the trenches with us. Please give a warm welcome to our Attorney General, Marty Jackley.
Let me start with thanking you for giving me the honor to serve as your Attorney General. It has been an amazing job. I enjoy it, and I know that I'm here because of the help you've always given to me. Would you guys do me a favor? Jen Lee and Dale have done such a masterful job in the hour of reflection and all that they do. Would you give them a round of applause for me? And I really want to thank you. I mean, you are the heart and soul of South Dakota protecting life. You don't know how much it means when we leaders get the text message from you, the email, the phone call saying thank you. You are what makes our laws happen and what helps our political leaders do what they do. So thank you for that. And you know, when you look at South Dakota laws, we're special. Our laws are reasonable. They're not designed to just protect the innocent unborn, but they protect the mother, and they do that responsible in so many ways. Whether it's parental notification, whether it's a variety of other protections we have in place, they are good laws, and it makes it easier for me as Attorney General to enforce those laws. Governor Roden talked a little bit about one of the laws on pills, and I would tell you, having been in the litigation arena, mifepristone and those abortion pills are dangerous, and our legislature and our governor have put in reasonable laws to keep that out of our state. But recently, not just South Dakota, but us and other states have had an influx of those abortion pills coming in our state. And we are really, in South Dakota, the tip of the spear to prevent that. We have good laws in place. The people of South Dakota have put those in place. And we have a governor, Governor Roden, an attorney general, and a legislature, including with John Hanson, that are lockstep in protecting South Dakota from that. But there's been some companies, including one out of New York, that are still sending them here. So I and a group of other attorney generals, Kentucky, North Dakota, have tried to stop that, to try to enforce our laws here in South Dakota. It started with a cease and desist order. Again, Governor Roden and I were lockstep on that. Then it went to a state court proceeding when the signs and the advertisements haven't completely stopped. A New York federal court has intervened and stepped in. I'm fresh from New York, was there Thursday at 4 o'clock arguing our laws. I would tell you I was professional to the federal court, but I was firm. I made it clear that when I served as our United States Attorney, I always respected our South Dakota laws that came from our legislature. I always respected our state court judges. And I just simply am asking New York to respect our judges making those decisions and our legislature and the people of South Dakota deciding what laws we should have in place. We gave the judge a lot to think about. She didn't rule at Thursday's hearing. She took it under advisement. We still have a trial scheduled in South Dakota here in Hughes County on February 20th. It's my position that that case needs to go forward. So there'll be more to come, but what you can be assured of from your Attorney General is I won't stop fighting for life. I won't back down on this, whether it means going to New York again, going to the Second Circuit, or here in South Dakota. This is important. And we're, like I said, the tip of the spear. What happens here in this New York decision and here in South Dakota will affect the many other states. And again, I go back to, it is so fortunate, and I'm so blessed to have Governor Roden, have the South Dakota legislature, and you having my back, because it's not that case in every state. Some of my brothers and sister attorney generals are fighting with their governor, fighting with their legislature. There was a time when I was a young attorney general that appropriations tried to take my budget away from me because I was defending life. So I'm fortunate that you have our back, and I can assure you I will have your back and the back of innocent life. May God bless you and have a wonderful day.